Detectives were called to a recycling facility in Dededo yesterday after employees reported finding a human skull inside one of the vehicles they were about to crush. And as PNC's Betsy Brown reports, this might not be the first time the skull was discovered.
Employees at Global Recycling weren't sure exactly what it is that they found in the back seat of a Mercedes brought to the Dededo facility this week, but it appears their suspicions were true.
It seemed to be a severed human skull that was found in the back of a junk car that was towed in, white Mercedes.
Global Recycling supervisor Alan Chu says it didn't appear that the remains were from a recent death.
I'm not an expert or anything, but just by me looking at it, it looked pretty old. It seemed also to have, like it was cut with a medical instrument. Yeah, if you can see, it's a very clean cut into the skull, and it was there was no flesh on it or anything, so it seemed to be that it was staying there for quite a while.
The skull was found inside of this vehicle while employees were dismantling it for recycling.
Usually when we take the cars, so we have to disassemble it, so we have to take it apart. And in the back seat, I think the skull was in a pot, and it was just lying there. And then one of the staff looked at it. He wasn't sure if it was real or not. And then later on, he asked someone else to take a look at it, and the guy thought it was real. And then afterwards, the next day, we contacted GPD regarding the skull.
But this might not be the first time this same skull was discovered. Medical examiner Dr. Aurelio Espinola told PNC today that he's examined the same skull before. He couldn't tell us exactly how long ago that it was that he last looked at the case, but he said it's been several years. According to the medical examiner, the skull belongs to a young female. As for the vehicle the skull was found in, Chu says it was brought in for recycling only a few days ago.
GPD now, from what they told me, is they're trying to backtrack to the original person who brought it in. It was brought in through a towing service, so they have to go down the line to interview the tow truck driver and then also the original owner of the vehicle.
Bala Haji confirmed that officers did respond to a reported found skull at the recycling facility yesterday, and he said the criminal investigation section would conduct a follow-up investigation. Betsy Brown, PNC News.